the men's 100-metre final.
Set.
A great start there from Armstrong, and Clarke, as expected, gets a good one in efforts right there, but Mark Lewis Francis has some real work to do. It's Lerone, Clarke of Jamaica. Mark Lewis Francis finishing quickly, but Clarke's going to win it. Clarke gets the goal. Jamaica again. You can't keep them away from the top of the rostrum. Paul?
Well, the first guy that caught my eye was Sam Effer, two inside Mark Lewis Francis, who I thought got a shocking start. He was slipping and eventually stumbling, almost crashing into Aaron Armstrong. But it was all happening in the outside lanes. First of all, Clarke sprinting ahead of everybody, and Lewis Francis controlling his second 50, coming on strong towards the end. Real tussle for the bronze, no doubt about the champion. Lerone Ephraim Clarke of Jamaica, then Mark Anthony Lewis Francis for England. Look at the difference in stature. Total concentration from Lewis Francis. I wonder if he knew then he'd got a medal. He did.
Well, his reaction is interesting, isn't it? I don't know whether Mark Lewis Francis believed he could win this race. Clarke is good. He's run under 10 seconds this year, and that should have set him apart as the favourite, but I'm not sure too many people would have put him out as a favourite before we came to the Commonwealth Games. He's got better through the rounds, and his starting has been electric, particularly today, particularly in the semi-final and again in the final, and that's what won him the gold medal. The difference between his start and Mark Lewis Francis' start was the difference between gold and silver. You know, there are times he can't even get in the relay squad for Jamaica as well. He might just be able to push the door open now. Well, we were hoping for maybe something super quick, but of course when you get to the final, it's tense, it's nervy, not always able to run your absolute fastest. And Mark Lewis Francis has had a very, very good second half to 2010. Gold goes to Jamaica. Lerone Clarke 10.12. Silver medal, his second of the year. Mark Lewis Francis of England 10.20. And then Aaron Armstrong just beating his teammate to the bronze, 10.24.
He really could have won that, because I looked at his start and I was like, good Lord, that was, I mean, he was in last place. But, I mean, now this could also have something to do with the track, because normally blocks don't slip like this. Now, we know this track has been a little bit suspect. I mean, there's no hold at all there, none. So I don't know if there aren't pins under, there are pins under each side of the back of the block and then in the front of the block that should hold the block into the track. So I don't know, given all of the kind of, you know, logistical issues these games have had, there's very much a possibility that there weren't pins in the blocks, or the track was an issue in terms of holding the blocks in place. But I mean, that was obviously an incredible performance. Now, given what we know, it was a great performance to come back from so far behind and win the silver and put it together in the final after we saw him not look very sharp at all since the preliminaries, where he came out and looked incredible. But to come back and stay focused and stay in this race after his block slipped, and he was the only one that knew it. You know, it's an incredible performance.
It's the last action of the evening. So once again, it's Leon Baptiste in 4, Marlon Devonish is in 5, Malcolm for Wales in 6. There he is.
Set.
They get away safely this time, and Marlon Devonish has got a pretty good start. Christian Malcolm not best out of the blocks and isn't running a good bend here. They're going to be neck and neck. Cannot going well for Canada, but Leon Baptiste will emerge in the lead into the home straight, and Malcolm trying to chase him down. And Christian Malcolm is trying to get to Baptiste, but the gold is in the hands of England at the moment. Leon Baptiste and Spence finishing quickly, but it's gold for England. Spence takes the silver. Leon Baptiste comes of age at the Commonwealth Games. He held it together as others just crumbled around him. Spence